Sorry about that little glitch. And like I said, most people are working. They're not, studying the new, tax reforms and, seeing what's happening with major industry and changes is going on. And it's okay. It's people in place and leaders in place that's doing that on your behalf, right? But the main thing is just to fall in alignment with what's going on because with these new gaps, it can affect you. When you think about your own personal wealth and what's happening, it's subject to, a lot of these political things that's coming down the pipeline. You know what I mean? So if you're planning for the future, but your plan is based off, old, business information or, projections and algorithms that just are not even updating the compliance with what's going on, you're going to automatically just not catch that wave. You'll just be on the wrong drift. You see what I'm saying? You can always sell back, but you want to sell right from the start. You see what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what we're trying to do. It's a lot of this new economy is going to bring about, like I said, majority just the way we do things. You know what I mean? Our day-to-day transactions. You know what I mean? Like we've been seeing it, we've been hearing about it, and it's happening. So it's a few strategies I want to give you guys to make sure you're in alignment with and what you need to do. Because a lot of these changes are going to affect, jobs tremendously. Because we know if most people are losing their jobs due to the fact that now most people in these companies don't need customer service agents because they have chatbots. Most people don't need, regular full-time employees because they don't have any brick and mortar storefronts and locations now, right? So they can easily just move all that online streamlessly, right? And just pay a few people to do some of these things and pay them, most of the money, right? And save tremendous a lot. People are trying to get away from employees because employees mess things up. Employees, yes, can have some good benefits to have employees, but it's also a lot of liability. So people can invest into, information technology and, all type of things, software, and it's like, they don't need you. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. You know what I mean? This thing is for real. It's actually prophetic. You know what I mean? Like it's not just something that's just going on. So guys, I urge you to really pay attention to what's happening because, we need to get to the Holy Grail. All right. Um, so this is going to also bring out new crime can spring due to this new world that we're coming in because as we know cyber theft is one of the top fastest crimes that's like really infiltrating in the industry. Like it's more identity theft crimes happening now than ever before, and not just to the regular man and woman. Like I'm talking about to companies are getting hit with stuff because a lot of this new, it can be a lot of glitches into this cross over from the old world to the new world. And a lot of criminals can kind of, ease their way in right now, not forever, but right now until a lot of things are more secure going into this new, digital economy. You see what I'm saying? So another thing it does, it helps keep people, monitored and on track because they can monitor everything you do because now everything is card based, not cash based. You see what I'm saying? So what happens when low class or middle class people like you and me, right, get caught up in can't have any cash where we don't get, cash deposits. You know what I mean? Like, where they make it to where it's going to be so hard because a lot of companies aren't going to accept cash. They're going to only accept credit or, like credit based payments, right? Cards, swipes, magnet, chips, that type of thing. You know what I mean? Google Pay, Apple Pay, all that, right? So if you're not on that, that means you walking around with, no matter how much cash you got, if you can't use it, you can't use it. You know what I'm saying? So that means you need to, invest this cash, get rid of it fast, get a lot of it fast now so we can flip it and do other things because we need to invest into, more currencies, right? Cryptocurrencies and other people trading currencies, right? We need to invest and ultimately, your credit, because once the thing hit, if you don't have good credit, I mean, then what are you gonna have to show, for as far as your good character? Because in the first century, the world determines who you are based off your credit score. They might as well call it your character score. That's pretty much how the world looks at you. The world don't look at you based off, who you are, what you know. They judge you based off this character score, which I'm just calling it that. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag character score. Because that is the new, Iwa Pele in the 21st century. So you telling me if I'm judged every day, based off, what my credit score is and what my, then probably, look, what's my net worth, right? Then shoot, I need to make this thing look good. That way when the stuff hit, I can go buy a building. I can go buy a block. I can go buy, what needs to be done so my people can be in the right place. You see what I'm saying? But if we don't support each other now, we ain't gonna get it. It's gonna be too late because it's so many people already in front of you. You are scarcely behind. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, we got to get the ball on and moving right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be continue doing the same old thing. Like, we can't keep going around here and not following certain things, even though, yeah, we spiritual, we conscious beings, but at the same time, we in this land. So let's just master this matrix so we can have our own land, so we can use that, so we can really do our spiritual stuff. You know what I mean? Like, period, point blank, whatever it is you want to do. If you just want to quote unquote travel, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, we have to look literally into the future about what we're doing. Because I don't know about you, but I know for me, I want my children to have the wealth that they need established. You know what I mean? And we have to build that now. We can't expect them to follow the same system and status quo that's been going on. That's crazy. That's insane to think that us telling them just to get a job and a good education is going to do it. No, it's not. Because now, guess what? People are not going to even be able to afford education. Education can't even damn near afford education. So many institutions are falling down because they're not working anymore. But then a lot of them are rising up. A lot of the what are rising up? Digital institutions and schools, right? That you still have to pay a lot for. You still have your major universities and all that, but they're not going to accept you, even if you got the money. They showing you that in this last big scandal they had. Even if you got money, they're not going to accept you on some of these things because it ties to certain societies, and they only want certain people in a power structure in their schools. You see what I'm saying? So we got to think about that. We got to have our own schools. We got to start our own educational systems. We got to do our own thing seriously, because there is no other way. Like, how you think you doing business now is not going to be the same in the next couple of years. Like, it's just not. Especially we in our community, we don't start businesses right no way from the get-go. We take a little bit of information here and there and we just start and get straight to the sales, but that's not right. You know what I mean? It's certain ways we got to follow and do it. Just play the game how it's set up, because it's really easy once you really get into it and start looking at it. You just got to let the ego go. And you know what I'm saying? But like, yo, let me get around some people that know what they're doing, who already mastered the game. You see what I'm saying? And can point you and guide you in the right direction, and who know what's coming down the pipeline. You see what I'm saying? Man, do not lean on their own understanding. You know what I'm saying? If you're the smartest person in the room that you know, then you need to find a new circle so you can grow. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Man, it's just this economy is gonna get so many people like in the middle. Like, you have the you have the rich class here, the middle class, right? Then the poor class. So they closing in that middle class. They wiping that away. So it's gonna be one or the other. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no straddling the fence. You either got good credit or don't. You either got investment money or you don't. You see what I'm saying? It's that simple. There's no in between, and there's no sympathy coming from this system because they're trying to eradicate you. That way you can resort to what? A life of crime in the streets, and then do what? Take your butt to jail for free labor. See, it's a systematical strategy they have. See, we got to start learning how to think like that, which we do. We just have to aggressively now do it and put our minds together immediately and start acting on it. Because systematically, man, they are winning. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names or numbers. You already know what time it is. So what are we doing? Why are we waiting? Get out this entertainment stuff and stop thinking that everything's so good. Oh, I got so much time to waste. I got so much time to chill, and you don't. This thing you will wake up tomorrow and everything would change. Certain things we just don't know. But far as the whole grandioso, we know. So follow the oracle. Look at the prophecies. Look at history and see what's going on. It's telling you. History is repeating itself. It's showing you. Follow it. You see what I'm saying? So what we are trying to do, my team, my company, my network, and even others that's not directly connected with me, but a lot of people, that's on the same mission and path in the mind frame, is what we're doing is we're going to be closing in that wealth gap. So the more people we get financially educated, financial literate, financial, abundant, credit score right, investment money right, now we can fight. You see what I'm saying? Now, because we have a right, first of all, but now we can really put that right and fund that right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a right. Okay, cool. But can you back it up? You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. That's what we're going into now, y'all. I love y'all. Stay tuned for everything that's going on. But let's just get prepared for what's happening, yo. We got to get into place. We have to win this economic battle. Because we can't win this one side of the battle, how are we going to get to the health battle? How are we going to get to the spiritual battle? How are we going to get to all these other battles that we ain't even talked about in this video? This is just focused on the economic shift that's happening. You know what I mean? And speaking of shift, that's why it's something called income shifting. So we showing you how to get your money back from these big major corporations and all these tax withholdings. We show you how to income shift. Take you out the highest tax bracket and bring you into the lowest tax bracket, so you're not subjected to all these things that's happening. You have to control your own finances. It don't matter what business you do. Stop thinking that just because you in business, you in business. No, you're not in business until you start following these rules and regulations. You see what I'm saying? Let's just play the game how it's supposed to be. Get at me, ask me questions. We have memberships available. We have services available. We are going in. This is not a joke. You know what I mean? This ain't a conspiracy theory like I mentioned. This is a fact. You know what I'm saying? Go and Google half the stuff I just mentioned. Go and Google the new economies and everything that's going on. Let the world tell you what's happening. You know what I mean? Don't believe me? Check it out. But I'm here for you. If you have any questions, I'm sending you this video because I care for you. I'm talking to you coming from the slum, right? Like, that's a slang terminology, meaning that I'm coming to you as a brother of the struggle. Like, listen, I know where we at. I'm in the trenches with you. This is not me saying, we some gurus and we know everything about life and finances. No, we are trying to win this war, this economic war. And if we start thinking about it more like war and stop thinking about it like it's cool, we would approach this thing with a different attitude, a different angle. Look at this thing like nation building, not just, we just, doing business and having clients. No. We need people to rise up and be leaders and take control over your own household so we can control our whole community. You see what I'm saying? We're not trying to tell you what to do. We're trying to empower you so you can do what you're supposed to do, and need to do. You understand what I'm saying? So that's it, y'all. I'm gonna post this video YouTube. If you're hearing this, if you're seeing this, get at me. You know what I mean? Facebook, Instagram. Get at me. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I work with a financial company, Black owned and operated, that's showing people how to be financially free, proving people how to be financially free. A strategy for wherever you at. we can help you no matter what it is you do. I don't care if you're an employee right now, and even if you don't want your own business or you just think it's too much, I'm telling you, you have to have your own business. And we have a membership that's so affordable that it is nothing, right, to afford this membership for you to get access to knowledge every single day of the week, strategy that you need to have, software that you need to use to help you stay organized, and a system. You know what I mean? That's going to, like they say, systems stand for save yourself time, energy, and money. So stop just doing whatever, living however, and really put some thought focus into this thing. Because you really could be missing out on money and don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? We'll come give you a free financial reading with your credit score or your cash flow, and we're going to let you know if it's high or low and what we need to do. So, y'all know me. I'm talking to you for real. This ain't no business pitch. This ain't no sales gimmick. You don't even have to respond to this. But for those who do, I promise you, I'm going to work like hell with you. I'm going to fight for you and with you. And guess what? I'm going to introduce you to a group of individuals that's going to do the same thing and watch us win and watch us rise. Watch us beat and rise like the rising tide, because it's happening. You know what I mean? And the more investors we have, the more financial free people we have, how are you going to stop us? Now I can order all the herbs and material I need. Now I can order all the food and the help I need. Now I can order and invest and bring in other great leaders and other great tribes and other great healers. Once we have this economic thing in place, you will not be able to stop us. We will be on the same playing field. We already are destined to run this world. Why not go ahead and begin it? Stop this, commercial spirituality stuff, and let's get for real with this thing. You know what I mean? Because it ain't really the money. It's us, our mind, that we need to work on. You know what I mean? That our character, our attributes. And we get that together, money would just be flying through all of us. It wouldn't be no need for everybody to have, they own different brand and they own different this and they own different that, because we will be in unit. You know what I mean? Unity. You know what I mean? We will thrive together. So I'm gonna go ahead and check out, man. I just love you. And I hope that you take me seriously, 'cause I'm going to take you seriously when you decide to work with us. All right? Peace.